Hey, it's me, theSirhc, and we're back with my single player series, theSirhcus. Yay! Oh, it's been so long since we've been here. Last time we were here, it was the 4th of July, and we were working on our Independence Town, made a giant flag with a big booster rocket with a portal in it. It was quite beautiful. I loved it. In fact, that's where I logged out. So when I logged in after all these months, I was still sitting over there and made my way back here to our logging village of LaQuinn, something like that. LaQuinn. I have a sign over there, and I had to look up the sign because I could not remember what we called this place. Been far too long. So where have I been? What's been going on? I mean, hopefully you guys have been watching the channel. I have been back for a few weeks now, making some videos, mostly over at on the Decidedly Vanilla SMP server, which I'm having so much fun on there. If you're not watching that, go check it out. Lots of great things are happening. Lots of cool people that we're with. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. But I need more Minecraft. I need more Minecraft. So I took a bit of a hiatus from the whole YouTube thing. I wasn't entirely enjoying what I was doing, and I wasn't sure where I was going with all this. And I don't know. I just needed to take a break. I had a lot of fun just doing real life stuff, getting away from the computer. I think I was away from the computer like completely. Didn't even touch my PC for 2 weeks. Just like I watched movies and TV when I was at home, or worked on stuff around the house. And I went for some bike rides and went hiking a little bit around my area. There's not a lot of good hiking spots, but I went on road trips to places far away, many hours away, over the weekends, and did a bunch of hiking and just explored and had a lot of fun. It was a great little break. But after a while, I missed the YouTube. I wanted to get back to it. So I started off with, I was going to do some more short series on the channel, do a little bit less Minecraft. I was just going to focus on one Minecraft series, Decidedly Vanilla. But as I've been doing that, I fell in love with Minecraft again, really. And I've gotten a much better response from my Minecraft videos than I have from anything else. And so I wanted to focus more on Minecraft. And that's what we're doing here. We're bringing back the single player series. I have some ideas for things to do in the future with this thing. But for now, we're just going to continue on and keep working. Specifically, we're going to keep working here at LaQuinn and try and get this place finished up. We are very close to episode 50, and every 25 episodes on the series, I mean, we've only done it once since we're at episode 47, right? Or no, 48. This is episode 48. Every 25 episodes, we have a world tour and a world download for all y'all, so you can check out the world, play on it, and see what you think. So we're getting pretty close to that, and I want to get LaQuinn a little bit more finished before we get to that point. So that's what we're going to be working on this episode and next episode. Also, like I said, I have some plans for this series for the future. So you'll have to stay tuned for next episode. I'm going to do a little bit of an announcement for that. So make sure to stay tuned, check it out, keep watching, and yeah, hopefully we'll have some good stuff in the future. I want to bring this back, the whole single player series. Just keep the Minecraft going because I'm having so much fun building, and I have so many ideas that I want to play around with. Let's put that. So I have been doing some work here off camera, just trying to get back into the world, get used to it a bit more. This wall is all done around the outside. We have this beautiful wood wall with our oak logs and spruce blocks and stairs and dark oak fences. It's almost nighttime. We'll have to sleep here pretty soon. I got my bed all ready to go. I just got done chopping down tons and tons of jungle trees. This is the only tree that I don't have filled out yet in this tree farm. By the way, this is our tree farm. If you don't remember, it's our logging village of LaQuinn, and I built this to house our tree farm, which is over here. It's kind of hard to see from ground level, but we have a section for every single tree, and I have like marked out on the ground so all the trees are nice and evenly spaced. It makes me a lot happier. I have the spots marked out with coarse dirt, and every single other tree plot is filled in except for the jungle wood. And it's not for lack of trying. I chopped down so many trees. I think I have like a single chest of logs now. And I still don't have enough saplings to fill up this whole thing. But it's looking a lot more full. I started with only 4 trees before when I was chopping those down. So I've tried to fill out the tree farm a bit more. Working on the walls right now. I got that wood wall all done as I showed. And I did some path work as well. We had some of these paths set up. We mainly just had a loop going through here across our 2 bridges that we built like last time we were here in LaQuinn. I extended this path up here, and I extended a path over that way, and I think I extended the path there as well. So like I said, I want to get to work, get this place a bit more finished up. Today our focus is going to be here at the actual lumber mill, the log mill. So we want to get this wall done. I want to put some fences on the inside here as well, where these spruce planks are marking. So we'll get that all filled in. We'll get this wall all done, and then we need to work on this area, our little lumber yard, as well as the actual sawmill in here. I want to make a big saw, a place for wood storage. I do have some stuff here, but we want more of that. And then I think next episode we'll work more on the rest of town and try and finish that up. I forget how quickly Minecraft days go by. On Decidedly Vanilla, we have it set up so that Minecraft days are like 40 minutes long, and then I think the nights are just normal length. And yeah, it's kind of weird having to sleep so often on this series. But we're making some progress. This wall was actually really easy to build. That went up pretty quickly, which I am very happy for. Now we can start putting some fences, I think, through here. And I don't want these fences to be real solid, because I want to be able to walk through them. And we just need to kind of skirt right in between the different types of trees we have here. Now, I'm sure you all have seen, but we got some new Minecraft news about we have some current updates going on that look pretty neat. We also have some future news about future updates from the Minecon event, the Minecon live stream event that they did this year. And I am super excited about what's going on right now. First off, the Minecon, they announced that we're getting an aquatic update. We're getting new biomes, aquatic biomes. They're adding stuff to the oceans finally. I mean, we got the guardian temples and the guardians, but that's such a small thing that takes up part of the ocean. The rest of the ocean is just a big gravel pit, and that's like the only reason to go to it is to get tons of gravel. So I'm super excited about this. We're getting, like I said, biomes, underwater features, some new mobs, a new weapon called a trident, or we're getting a trident, and other exciting things. That looks awesome. There's also some new mob. They had a vote going on for what mob the community wants. Honestly, I was never really interested in what they're doing with that. I didn't really like any of the mob choices they had. Or the vagueness that they were, like the lack of information they kind of had for us on the mobs. I mean, they didn't really even know, because they haven't developed them too much. It was just kind of basic ideas, and the fact that they were having the community vote on basically just very, very vague ideas of what these mobs are and what they would do. And honestly, I feel like that's not necessarily something the community is going to be good at picking or deciding on. That's something that the devs should just be figuring out what they want to add to the game and put it in. But anyways, we got a new mob kind of teased. It is, which one did we get? We got the it's like a flying stingray that does something. It has to do with sleep somehow. Like if you don't sleep for a while, it comes and attacks you, which I think is weird and strange, and I don't really understand the purpose of its addition. But whatever, new content, I guess. We'll just have to see what they do with it, because like I said, they really haven't fleshed out the idea much at all, and they don't really know yet what they're actually going to be doing with it. But then we also have some new snapshots coming out right now. So the aquatic update will be 1.14. Right now we're getting snapshots for 1.13. I'm not in any of them. We've had a few already. Most of them have been like command updates and just back-end stuff. We did get a big update this last week that added a lot of cool stuff. We're finally getting trapdoors for all the different types of woods, as well as like pressure plates and buttons. Just lots of different variants for all these different wood items, and I'm so excited. Actually, one thing I didn't see was signs. Different signs would be awesome as well. But the trapdoors is going to be great. As you may know, I've retextured the trapdoors in my texture pack that we're using here in this world. You can download that down below. But I've retextured the trapdoors, as many have, into spruce trapdoors, because I think those are a lot more versatile than the kind of ugly oak wood trapdoors that they have. And now I don't need to worry about retexturing that. We can just use the actual spruce trapdoors, and we also have available to us all the other different types of trapdoors. So that's going to add so much more to building. And we're not playing in those snapshots yet because they're super buggy. They are broken. They're playing around with redoing the block ID, something that they've wanted to do for a while, which should allow them to add more blocks, or add blocks more easily, I guess. Just kind of allows them to expand the game more. So that's pretty exciting. And like I said, we have had a few snapshots already that might not be broken, but they didn't add anything that was super useful, not useful enough to give up our beautiful Optifine, which allows us to use our custom sky and makes the game smoother, and also the shaders that just are beautiful. I love these shaders. I mean, look at that sunset. I don't want to give up that sunset. That is amazing. So we're definitely not updating into the snapshots, at least until after episode 50. And then it just depends on how the snapshots are looking, so that we can have the Optifine and shaders for our world tour. I've got a lot more work done around here. I went through and added lights throughout this whole place, so we didn't have the ugly torches. Got some jack-o'-lanterns underneath some leaves down here, which works pretty nicely. And then we got some chests here at these entrances with all of our extra saplings. There's one over there and one right there as well. And then I'm starting to work on the actual lumber yard here and the sawmill. So we got logs stacked up here, just a pile for each type of log. Got a bunch of piles of planks over here, and I made a saw blade. Woohoo! I think it looks pretty neat. Got some nice detail. It's very large. You know, if you actually sent a log through this thing, it would basically decimate the entire log. But whatever. It doesn't need to make sense. That's the smallest I can make it, as far as I know. That's kind of the smallest saw blade. I also have some wood storage over here that I added. So we have 3 chests for each type of wood. We got the logs, we got the planks, and then stairs, slabs, doors, dark oak fences and stuff. Can put those doors in there. I made a couple of doors for right there. And I did a little bit of detailing around here. I put these things in the corner, got the doors in, messed around with these cobble walls a bit to make them a bit more interesting. Whoops. I put these on here. So it's a little bit more detailed. I don't know if we're going to go too much farther than this. I mean, obviously there's a lot more we can do. We could fix up the roof here, add more inside of here, but I don't really want to work on that. Most of this stuff like none of these houses are done on the inside, and I don't think we're going to get them done on the inside right now. I just want to get it looking decent from the outside before we have our world tour. Just get the facades. Everything's just going to be a shell. Everything's a sham. It's like Disney World. Just don't look behind the curtain. So the last thing I want to do here is we need to fix up this grounds area. It's really green right now. So we need to change that. I'm going to add some coarse dirt. Well, I'll probably do something like this. Maybe not quite as varied in here. Maybe it'll be mostly coarse dirt, but we'll have some of the other blocks speckled in, especially like where the main paths would be. We'll probably do some more variations. So right here to the front door, and then we'll have like a main path kind of going off this way and somewhere over here. Maybe we'll have a main path going to every single door. Then we'll add some more coarse dirt underneath the logs, make it look like people are actually working in here, moving around a lot. Another thing I want to do is I have some sand here, and you know, when you cut up logs, when you cut up wood, you're going to have lots of dust coming off of that. And so that's what I kind of want to do here, is mix in some sand, which I'm not sure exactly how well this is going to look. Like we really need to have sand kind of coming out here as well. I guess the biggest question is, where is this saw going to be kicking up sand? If we have the logs coming through here, blades are turning, it's kicking up sand. Well, if it's turning this way, which is the way it'd be turning if the logs were coming this way, it'd be kicking up dust from the back here and kicking it down in the front here. So you'd have lots of dust kind of piling up over here. I don't know if that's really what we want to do. Or if we want it to look like it's getting kicked up over here and have lots of sand over on this side. I don't know. I'm going to have to play around with it, see what looks the best, what looks right. And we'll have some, like I want it to be real messy. I want the sand to even kind of extend out to here. Because this is where they're working a lot. This is where they're cutting up lots of wood. And I want it to look like that. I want it to look like logs are just getting decimated over here. And I do believe we are done with this thing. I am so happy. Oh, no, we're not. We're not quite done. I have one more thing to add. We have these piles of logs, and there's something we need to do with them to make them really look correct. Let's see. Let's do... Yeah, we can do it right here. So I went to the mesa that we have found and found an above ground mine shaft, which is where I got these rails, because as you might know, we are not caving in this series. So I don't have a ton of iron, and I can't obviously find an underground mine shaft, but luckily they have those sweet above ground mine shafts in the mesa, which look really awesome. It'd be fun to actually build something there, make a mining town around one of those mine shafts. But yeah, let's put some straps around these logs so they don't go rolling away. That'd be pretty terrible. Oh yeah, that looks so much nicer. So yeah, we'll just do right here. Of course, I got the ground all done. We got a bunch of coarse dirt around the... I forgot the top one. Got a bunch of coarse dirt around these logs. Make it look like the ground's been trampled on a lot, worked around a lot. We got paths going to each of these different doors, or openings in the gates, I suppose, to all the different areas of the tree farm. What else do we do? That's about it. Yeah, we got that done. Everything's pretty much the same. We got the sawdust around here. It's even kind of piled up in this corner. And I figured, you know, it'd pile up a lot here, and maybe they had to kind of shovel it off to the side over there. I am allowing it to turn nighttime. This is a little bit scary, but I wanted to show off the tree farm at night. Now with all the lights, there are still some dark spots because when I do these lights, whenever I light up a big area like this, what I usually do is a trick I learned a while ago. You put a light in the ground wherever the block number ends in either 5 or 0. So here we have 800 minus 30. So we have one there. Over here is 810 minus 30. And then we have these over here, 805 minus 25 and 795 minus 25. And it just creates a really nice grid. I think if you actually have the jack-o'-lanterns or glowstone or whatever you use, at surface level, it makes the area entirely spawn proof. When they're a block lower, they might be able to spawn. Oh no, it looks like it actually is good. Level 8. So that, yeah, that works out perfectly. Even with it a block lower, they cannot spawn through here. Now there is dark spots because there are blocks in the way. Like this light, it has to go around this tree. So it's a little bit dark here. And there's some spots where the trees land on the part where the light should be. Like the light should be right underneath this log. So I wasn't able to add it there. But for the most part, pretty safe. Pretty nice. Let's take a sleep real quick. And let's end off the episode by going into spectator mode. So we can fly around. Look at that stupid creeper just hanging out. Fly around and take a nice aerial view of this. I haven't actually looked at the lumberyard yet from up above. Yeah, that looks pretty neat. Definitely a very worn out ground. Maybe I could break up some of this grass a little bit more. But for the most part, I think it looks nice. There's definitely something good about replacing all the grass and actually making an area look like it's been used, been worn down a bit. We have our lumber mill, which is looking all right from the outside. It's got some nice detail. Not the most detailed thing in the world. I don't know. I mean, the idea is that there's lots of dust and stuff in here, and so that's why all this stuff is open. Lots of ventilation. I don't know if we should add like fences or something up there to close that off, but for the most part, I think it is fine. I thought I saw a missing stair on the roof there, but no, we're good. And then, of course, we got the lumber mill with all the different logs and planks stacked up. And the tree farm, which I think looks amazing from up above. This beautiful fence going all the way around it. This, by the way, if you don't remember, is our river that we have not finished. We have a river going through LaQuinn. And I got it start. It starts up here in the mountains and goes through the main part of town. So yeah, it starts right up here in this little spring. And it goes through the main part of town up until here. And this is where it's going to kind of spread out and take up a lot of this land. But there's a lot of work yet to do with that. A lot of trees to chop, a lot of terraforming to do. And then as you come over here, there's a lot of stone to dig out of the way. So that would take a long time. Not something we're going to focus on right now. But anyways, back to the tree farm. Yeah, I like it. I love the trees just sticking up. The jungle trees sticking up in the back there. We got all of our spruce trees there. It just looks cool seeing all the canopies and how it's all separated. You got the different types of trees. Anyways, that is going to do it for today. I hope you have enjoyed another episode of The Sirhcus. Again, we're going to have a little announcement about the video, or about this series, next episode. What am I trying to do? Number 1. We're going to have a little announcement about this series next episode, so make sure to tune in. And then after next episode, we got the world tour, which is kind of what we're working for. We're trying to get this logging village done a little bit more so we can have a nice semi-complete area for the world tour and the world download on episode 50. But we'll see you next time, and goodbye, peoples.